Zerda is a fox. Last god, Zerda's a fox. It's an elemental fox. Lands go in the box. Exactly, the trade binder. The trade binder. So what is this list doing and what have we adjusted? We really haven't touched much in the main because I'm just a fan of the list. But if you want to know what changed the main, literally nothing. We're still playing the mana ties. We've got the cleansing wildfires to cantrip and mess up our opponent's mana a little bit. We have the pillages and stone rains here. What's interesting and what I like most about this list is the following. Of all the lists that I've played that are destroying lands, this list is by far the one that I cast the most expensive side of this. The boom, the bust, which makes me wonder if a wildfire could be played. Makes me wonder. But a lot of times you'll get the Chandra and you'll just be like, make 2 mana, bust. Let's see what happens. Sideboard has had a slight change. We were having a conversation in the Pyro Prison Discord not but 2 hours ago. This 2 hours ago made me think about a card that we haven't played in a while. Now, we personally like dragons. Glorybringer is always a good one. We've actually been trying to slot in Glorybringer recently. To no avail. Sorry, Red Prism. But today, we're bringing Stormbreath along. We've upped the Sweltering Suns, but more importantly, Stormbreath is a protection from red. Just kidding. Protection from white. That's the other half of the deck. But what's really cool is it has an activated ability, Monstrosity. That would be an activated ability. So it actually goes along with Zerda. We're on theme. Red-white lockout here. We're going to be destroying some creatures, destroying some lands, and trying to get our way to a W. Let's play some Magic and see what you all are saying. Oh my gosh, do I not have play points? Oh no, do I have event tickets? It's worth the money. Worth the money. Let's go. This will be a 1-leaguer night. I am standing, as you can see. The back has been bothering me some, so we're going to stand throughout the league here, see how we do, see how we win. And from there, we'll then probably fire you off over to Varos for some blue-white miracles. Got to be the best league. The one league, the best league. I'm about to put up some pretty dumpster fire garbage up on YouTube. And they'll see this video after that video. It's going to be a mess. Going to lose half of our viewer base with that next video. Zerda's been declared. Let's play some Magic. Let's focus on the league that we have. We're standing up. Our back shouldn't bother us too much. We won't be focused on that. Let's play Hearthstone, right? No lands. I look cozy in my sweater. Thank you. It's finally cool enough to wear something long-sleeved. I do have an electric desk that goes up and down. I do. It's standing right now. This is the light. This is one of the lights that you guys see. And the light down there, but it's way down there. And the blue light back there. Let's mulligan this. We need lands. We need lands. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I actually kind of want to just get rid of... I'm going to get rid of the Oust. Mana Tithe is going to be good. Boom Bust is going to be good. Everything's going to be good. Check this out. I do like this. It's not a sweater, but it's a nice long sleeve shirt. Arbor Elf, huh? Arbor Elf. Let's play Arid Mesa. This disguises the Mana Tithe a little bit more. I will not Mana Tithe the Utopia Sprawl. I will Mana Tithe the next card, possibly. We'll see. We'll see what I'm doing here. Oh, they're just getting in for damage. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and fetch here. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with doing that. Let's play Cascading and let's just boom bust. Blow up the forest. Less mana for you. There's the call. We know what we're against. I have Pithy Needle on the sideboard. Heliod has been found. So we don't get to Mana Tide this turn. That's okay. They'll have enough mana here to play the Heliod down. We're gonna have to Mana Tithe something else. I'm sure we'll get there. I think we actually have a reasonably good game against this opponent. We'll see. We will see. I probably want to leave the Mana Tithe open here, so let's just put land in tapped past turn. Hope for the best here. They only have 3 mana. Now they have 4. Uh-oh. Utopia Sprawls. Now they have a lot of mana. MJT, thank you for the sub. 4 months. 4 months, and I got this cool dancing dude. He's in his pajamas. Welcome. This Mana Tithe is getting worse and worse as we go. Shout outs to our latest subscriber. Look at that hype. Where's that hype from? Nice. And that dog with them glasses. All right, my opponent chooses green here, so they have green, white. Plenty of mana. I don't think I'm using Karn Downtick Pithy Needle just yet. I need to probably just play Seasoned Pyromancer next, holding Mana Tithe open. See, Last God, isn't that awesome when you can go into someone else's and you can like, you just hit them up with that sweet, sweet. I will attempt a Mana Tithe. Maybe they'll forget to activate this before needing to pay. They need to activate before. They do. All right, so they can make a ton of mana here. I will continue to play because my out at this point is to mill them out of their entire deck. And I think I can do that. Shouldn't be a problem. This is fine. This is our out now. Because I can make it so they can literally not attack me and they'll have no lands. So we're going that route. This is my win condition. Wonder how far up they'll go. This is always kind of interesting too. When you play here and you're like, well, I can still beat you. How far up do you want to make Spike Feeder? And it's just kind of interesting because, well, just interesting. It's interesting to see how far an opponent will go before they decide, okay, we're clearly not conceding here. We can continue on. Storm Breath is in the sideboard. Up, up, up we go. Up, up, up we go. Lots of life total. Oof. You know, one time that we played against this, we told them we could beat them. And they were like, all right, fine. And we world fired them. We world fired them. It was great. Got them back down to 1. Didn't matter how high their life total was. All right, how far are we going with this? You miss Worldfire? Worldfire is a good card. I need to stop swaying. That kind of hurts. kind of hurts, but I'm like, yeah, let's go. All right, we're going to 100 life, it looks like. We good? We like the triple digit? Nice, we like the triple digit. All right. So, got a bolt. I feel like I'm gonna need this Karn. So I'll just put land down. We'll just go ahead and bolt this. We'll see what they want to do. Just bolting here. No real other actions I want to take. Looking to do Karn potentially next turn. Maybe Pithing Needle. Remember, we can still beat them by milling them out and locking them out. They would tell me that they go to 10 billion life and look at me, and I would just tell them I can still beat you. All right, now my opponent gets me here because they had Walking Ballista, so now we concede. But if in real life, and I've done this before, in real life, I was playing Rally Fenza, my opponent had gotten a Kitchen Finks and some way to combo it to make infinite life, but I had a way to infinitely drain, and they were playing, and they just said, okay, I show you the combo. I go to, you know, they said a lot of life. And I just looked at them. They looked at me and they're like, I know you can beat me. I was like, I know. We're going to continue playing. 4 turns later, got him. All right. So we've got Heliod combo here. There's probably not a whole lot I'm going to be changing. I could probably bring in Helixes and Sweltering Suns just to have something to interact with my opponent, considering that I probably, this Mana Tithe, even though we're on the play, just maybe not going to do a lot. Cleansing Wildfire may not do so much either. We can probably take a pair of these out, the Mana Tithes out. Something like this. We could even go all Cleansing Wildfires out and try to use the Mana Tithes, which isn't a bad idea. It's interesting though, because my opponent, unless we have this immediately, they could just they could just get through this. But I think removal is what we want. We'll just kind of keep this, and we'll, you know what we're playing against, let's go for it. Yeah, and also the shortcuts are super nice because they can just say 10 billion life. You're like, cool. All right, we continue playing, and you just start to play Magic again. That's what you have to get to. Magic Online gets a little weird because you don't have that nicety, if you will. All right. I feel like I can kind of keep this. We'll use Oust relatively aggressively here and then prepare to Stone Rain them. I can lead with my Temple as well just to take a Scry, which is kind of a nice thing to have. Not the most aggressive start here, but this Oust, tempoing him out, and then following it with Stone Rain might be enough. Ousted away. Go ahead, opponent. They'll probably have about 2 mana here, and if they have like their basic planes here, we can just Stone Rain them. So we'll see if we get that lucky here. Leaning heavily on the Oust plan. Wooded Foothills. This is going to go get Temple Garden because it is green fetch. We do shock in here. Utopia Sprawl. Perfect. I like this. Looks like I've got my target now. We'll blast that Utopia Sprawl. We're pretty safe. We don't need to do Helix yet. Just taking them off of 2 lands here instead of 1. Feels excellent. They did fetch, so their Arbor Elf isn't coming up anytime soon. Tap land and passes. Looking pretty good here. Let's go ahead and play a Maze Mine Tome. And we'll pass. We're at this point now where we've got a good hold on this game. Probably just need about 1 or 2 more spells here. They are aware of Mana Tithe. A little surprised they went ahead and went for this. This lands with 3, and I could shoot it. Let's Mana Tithe this, because then I can just Helix this, and that gets rid of like their board. And if they have another land, that Mana Tithe may not be worthwhile. Let's take a Scry here. We'll bottom this. I won't take the other Scry on the other side of this. I'll just take a natural draw. Blast Zone, huh? So Blast Zone played here. We'll go ahead and draw. Pillage is pretty nice here. Probably safe to go ahead and just pillage. Knocking them back another land here. I don't think I need this Helix immediately this coming turn. Nice. All right, little 2/2 Walking Ballista. Attacks us for 2. No worries, no worries. All right, bonus land here. Let's go ahead and fetch. We're gonna go get basic planes. We'll Helix away the Walking Ballista. We'll then play our Seasoned Pyromancer here. I'm not going to scry because I'd like to use this for a draw in the future. And go ahead. Okay, what are we at? Got rid of Walking Ballista. I'm hoping no Heliod here. It is Spike Feeder. Let's take our scry. Pillage is decent. Let's put that on top. All right, little 3/3 for us to deal with. Let's go ahead and draw a card. Gain our life as well. Sunbaked. We'll do 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and pillage away the Temple Garden. I'll go ahead and play a Maze Mine Tome and pass. We are risking that they have land plus Heliod and infinite life, which we really can't beat at this point because we have less cards in our library. That being said, the number of pillages I've been able to use here has been super nice. I think we'll just block here. If they transfer one of these over, that's fine. Makes this a little smaller, makes this a little bigger. Not so worried about this so far. A lightning bolt, huh? What's up, MRT? All right, we do have Zerda. I could place Zerda into hand using 1, 2, 3 mana. I can pump this to 2 and I can bolt this. Seems like an okay turn. If we pump this to 2, we're in a little bit of trouble there. Let's actually go ahead and just play our Zerda here. This way I can activate Maze Mine Tome for 1. I'll go ahead and activate for 1, and then I'll go ahead and bolt. Looks good. Looks good. They'll remove their counters, they'll gain their life. We find ourselves a boom bust. Might not even be worth it to bust on this, honestly, because we have a lot of lands we like. We might just boom a land away. Looks like Heliod, all right. We do kind of need to get rid of Conclave Mentor here. Another Flagstones. Let's activate to draw a card. Let's draw a card again. Well, we might be just doing the the bust side here anyway. I'd love to kill this Conclave, but them having no lands is probably what we need to do versus the Blast Zone. The other thing I could do is just blow up a 1 land here and not worry about my Blast Zone. If I play Cascading Cataract down, I have Cascading Cataract and Flagstones with 2 lands to follow up. I have an active Maze Mine Tome. 4 damage isn't that scary. I have a 3/3 plus I have Seasoned Pyromancer tokens coming. think we're busting. I think we're busting. Ba-boom! Ba-boom! Sacred Foundry. And I'm not going to block this coming turn, so in for 3. Good luck, opponents. No mana. Can you beat me? Not to mention I gained 4 with this as well. Boom bust follow-up. Draw, tapping 1. Apparently I'm just going to get all the flagstones here. Opponent decides being on the defense is smarter. Wise decision. Opponent's found a land here. Will they go ahead and crack this, giving me an opportunity to use my boom bust? Answer appears to be no. Attacks me for 4, no blocks. Down to 7. Remember, we have Chandra. Chandra. Let's go ahead and take our draw here, gain our life back that we lost. Boom bust. Haha, fetch. Boom bust. Anyway, we're going to play this out here, and we're going to go slam our Chandra down. Chandra should be able to kill this. They might have a path. Not too worried about that. Not too worried about that. Get out of here, mentor. Huh. They gain life. Good for them. And they make Heliod bigger. Combat. Attack. Whoosh. They play a second land here. I might just bust again. I might just bust again. Gotta get rid of this Windswept Heath at some point. Haha. If you can't beat their combo, just make sure they can't play their combo. All right. Changes, changes, changes. I don't think it's going to be any changes here. We have the Pithing Liquid Metal Coating. These are kind of interesting ways to like prevent them from killing or gaining infinite life, but it doesn't really stop everything. Pithing Needle can be obtained through Karn as well. We're on the draw, so I like still our removal plan. The Oust worked really nicely to slow them down, so I'm going to just hit submit. We'll see what happens. Not bad. Pretty happy. And I'm glad that we can show we can beat a list like this. No lands. Who needs lands? Lands are for people that want to play Magic. I thought that's what we were doing tonight. This list. Unbelievable. Well, mulligan. Oh, I really want to keep this. The Lightning Helix is very tempting here. I could get rid of a Plains because I need basically another spell anyway, particularly red. Or sorry, another land. I'm wondering if this Helix is going to be enough. I'm going to go ahead and keep. I don't think I really have much choice here. I don't want to mulligan too much against this opponent. I need interaction. We're going to see an Arbor Elf here, probably. I could take a Bolt briefly off the top. Oh, Utopia Sprawl. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay. Naming white. We did find our land. That's great for us. So we'll be able to Helix whatever they play. That's about all we'll get to do, though. And they've seen a Mana Tithe. So they see something like Arid Mesa. And they're like, ooh, I've got to play my 2-drop or I'll lose it. Oh, nope, nope. They're interested in the 3-drop. Interested in the 3-drop here. What 3-drop will that be, though? What 3-drop will that be? Careful. Might have Mana Tithe. This is where I would like just stare at my opponent and then put my hand gently on the Arid Mesa. You gonna cast something? I might crack in response. And as soon as they cast, immediately crack it. And then not play anything. They fetch and shock here. However, we're floating only 2 and we're hesitating on playing this with the Temple Garden. They're thinking about that Mana Tithe. Oh, they're thinking about it. Utopia Sprawl, the other one. Floating 1 mana. Smart move. Fluffy sounds terrifying to play in IRL. Double white. Ranger. Captain Oeos. Alright. Best draw here is probably Boom Bust to take out Temple Garden. Go get an Arbor Elf. It's a very interesting card to go get. They must have Walking Ballista already. Boom Bust? Or are they going to sacrifice? Oh! Alright. Put flagstones down and pass the turn. We weren't casting anything anyway. So we're going to go shields down here next turn. We're hoping that they needed this Arbor Elf to try to produce a lot of mana, and that's all they do. If they go to their end step here, I'm going to be able to Helix the Arbor Elf that they play and hopefully pillage off a Temple Garden. They have the extra mana though, or the extra creature. It's going to be rough. They could play Heliod first around Mana Tithe and then play Arbor Elf afterwards. So there's Heliod. I see an Arbor Elf. Go to the end step. Go, 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 go. Yes. All right. This is as good as it's going to get for us. Get to get rid of that. And play this down. We're going to just pillage, hoping to set them off enough mana. Go ahead, opponent. Can you do it with 2? The answer's no. Plays the Call to find something here. Another land destruction spell would be good. So we completely miss. They didn't have the land. I'm going to go with don't have the land one more time. We're going to just go up for damage and skip over that awesome card. Chandra's fine to skip over. Shields down. Do you have a third land here, opponent? Dang it. All right, my opponent makes infinite mana. It's true. We can still beat them currently. They have 45 cards in their list. We cannot beat infinite mana, but we can beat them by making it so they can never play again. Oh, it's just Skyclave. All right, that's 1,000 times better than what this was going to be. Sweltering Suns, huh? Huh. Let's go ahead and put Zerda into hand here. And we're gonna slam this in shock. This is a mental game now. Shocking this in, scaring my opponent with the double Mana Tithe that I'm now holding. Do I think Lotus Bloom Blood Sun combo could work with Red-White Prison deck? Lotus Field? Mana Tithe? Just floated like I am. Oh, I skipped through. Just kidding. All right, so they can make infinite here, but we can Sweltering Suns. I like this option than being able to play a Zerda. Yeah. They'll be up super high in their life total. We're just going to play the super hard lock here if we can. In for 2. I'm also going to get a 4/4 after this. That's cool. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and Sweltering here and then play Zerda. We'll see how much life total they want to make here. Let's yield to both of these triggers because it's going to be a little bit. Yield. I can't yield to this. The spirit doesn't die. Why won't the spirit die? Oh, they can grow the spirit large enough? Let's see if they do that. I suppose that's true. Wrath of God would have been slightly better here then. I mean, this isn't how we're winning. We're needing to lock them out. up. I wanted to play Zerda, and I was thinking, okay, 3 mana, 3 mana. But yeah, if they move some of these over, then it won't die. I'm not yielding the turn, so it makes it look like I can do something else, which is its intention here. Where's our yield to second main? I know, right? I can yield through the turn. We'll find that Karn. We'll find that Karn. Up we go. Up we go. Making that life total. That's what we're doing today. Up we go. I'll be curious if they save the Skyclave here. With Chandra out as the uptick on the exile from the previous Chandra, we have no more Chandras, so we technically can't kill 4/4 other than the Wrath of God, which is our singleton, or double bolt. Going back up to the triple digits, I think. Up we go. Nice, you've made it. Yes, there they go. They put them both over there. You can do all kinds of things to make it so that you don't have to. I'm gonna wait on Zerda here. We're gonna wait, and then whatever they play here, we're gonna Wrath of God. Nice. I got 2 creatures now. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 4, 1, 2. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and blow up the world here. We can play a Zerda right after this as well. They gain some more life. Makes Heliod bigger. Super nice to be able to play Karn soon, though. We get a 4/4, and we also get Zerda down. All right, so we're very close to being able to fully lock my opponent out of this game. We'll see what this is. A new Skyclave takes out Zerda. All right, I'm not worried about that. So it's going to be Karn, down tick, go get a liquid metal coating, and stop on my opponent's upkeep. We'll use a 4/4 to defend Karn. We're going to shut off the double land here. Okay. They have another land, but that only brings them up to 2. Walking Ballista is not a kill currently. We will have to play quickly if we have to go to making them mill the rest of their deck by draws. Which looks like what we might have to do. Collected company in response to this. Okay. It's pretty good. We've gotten through 2 Skyclaves. I do have to be worried about 2 more. There's an Arbor Elf and a new Spike Feeder. All right. If I kill this land, I'm at 4. Spike Feeder does some weird things by passing stuff around. Do I need to kill this right now? I probably can win by actually going and getting Bridge right now. So let's get Bridge. Let's go ahead and play our Bridge. We do have to hit kind of one more spell so I don't have everything attacking me. But if they grow the Arbor Elf one time, they grow the Arbor Elf one time here, trying to kill Karn, then it won't be able to attack. The Spike Feeder's kind of interesting because it can like go lower, but it can't like regrow then. So they could kill Karn right here if they're smart about it. So I should have played my flagstones earlier. Want to collect the companies. Conclave plus new Spike Feeder. Uh-oh. Now they can kill me. Oh, no, they can't now. New Skyclave gets bridge here, so now they can kill me. Alright, well, my opponent had almost all their Skyclaves, unfortunately for us. Dang. I would need to top deck a bridge and hope they don't, like, kill me right here. But they should be able to. We'll do an obvious block here. They had the world. Hey, they did. They did. If I would have played the Wrath of God a little bit better, maybe we would have gotten there. Maybe going after their mana sources didn't make sense. Maybe we should have gotten Bridge first, then Torp Orb. So here they can grow this one. They just continue and repeat this to grow this. So my opponents beat us. So we'll concede. If we would have played the land instead of holding it for like a future boom bust or something, we would have had 0 cards out here too and had them potentially locked out. So a couple maybe perhaps missteps there at the end. Tough to say. Difficult deck for us to beat because they only need about 3-ish mana to really go off. But there you go. First one's down. We're a bit warmed up now. Let's continue to play some Magic. But they did have kind of all the answers there right at the end. We were hoping that liquid metal coating would be enough, but that Coco, double Coco there at the end. All right. Let's play first. Always good to be on the play, especially when playing a Mana Tithe deck. Got an Oust. I don't hate this. We can keep. No turn 1 interaction, but remember, we don't always need that. We will start with an Arid Mesa, though. Definitely happy to have that for Bolt or Ousts or Mana Tithes in our future. Can get rid of this stop on the upkeep. Prairie Stream, huh? Alright, well, this Oust may be a dead card. We'll find out soon enough. We're holding Arid Mesa because Arid Mesa is one of our options here to interact with a Boom Bust. We'll see if that becomes valuable. Let's attempt to pillage away a Prairie Stream. We'll see if they've got any counter magic here. Windswept Heath makes me think it might be Bant. Snow-covered forest is definitely Bant colors, and my opponent remands us. I was thinking maybe Codal, but no Codal there, Slayerfall. No Codal to be seen. Windswept Heath, number 2 fetching. Hallowed Fountain. We could knock them off green here with this pillage. Thinking, oh, not Uro, it's a Teferi. This would be an opportunity to get a Chandra down. Chandra down may not be a bad idea here. Give that a try, see if they have the force. If they have the force, they're going to force whatever we played. Chandra, uptick here for damage and pass turn. Boom Bust. Boom Bust. That would have been nice. All right, opponent, you got a Teferi. You've got 3 lands here. You're going up with your Teferi. I'm assuming you have found your 4th land here. They did. A breeding pool. Shocks it in. Gives us the turn back. We drew a dead card. Let's fetch first. Get our basic planes here. I'm kind of interested to see if they have a remand. Really wish I could use this Mana Tithe. I'm gonna go up here with Chandra just to see what we hit off the top. Remember, we have Cleansing Wildfires. Teferi's obviously made our Chandra weaker. Let's go ahead and attempt to pillage and just pass turn. We have no way to interact while they have Teferi out. Just hoping it's not Cryptic Counter and bounce this, but it may be just that. It's a shame, too. We drew the Mana Tithe, but it's after the Teferi. Counter draws. Okay. I can live with counter draw. Alright, we'll pass turn. Teferi's out, so we're just watching, observing the game as those across from Teferi do. Windswept Teeth for our opponent. White, white, green, Skyclave hits Chandra. Okay. Well, I have new Chandra and I have an oust. Opponent fetches here. It puts them to 9. We have a Wall of Omens as well. There's a Karn, huh? Karn, huh? So we get Chandra down tick. We can oust. Attempt Karn. Let's put our land down. If I oust attempt Karn, I maybe go down and get a Pithing Needle and shut off the Teferi. I would need a way to stop Skyclave. And now that I'm seeing that I don't have Torpor, my last game seems silly. We could do 4 into Karn, down tick, and try to shut this off with a Liquimetal Coating. My opponent being at 9 makes me want to try to oust the Skyclave and like Chandra, but I also know that that may not get us there. Yeah, I'm trying to decide what they would force a negation if they have it. They didn't last time, but that's because they had the answer. I'm gonna lead with a Chandra here. It's so frustrating too, because Mana Tithe is reasonably good against our opponent. And it's really weird to oust here because my opponent just bounces the token, possibly. They will force the Mana Tithe. So you're saying right now they would have a second force is what you're saying. So Mana Tithe here, you're just like, oh, they would have that second one. All right, let's go ahead and oust here and just see what ends up happening. We get a 4/4 token here. I presume this is just going to hang around for maybe 1 turn. We did give them a Skyclave back to interact with our Karn if we wanted to do that next turn. We can also take the turn to get a Zerda into hand. No boils in the sideboard. However, we do have our Storm Breath, and Storm Breath is reasonably good here against our opponent. Teferi goes up here to 4. Play an Eternal Witness to pick up what? Cryptic Command? Could pick up a Force of Negation too if they're worried. Picks up Force. It's a really good pickup there. Has the mana to cast Force naturally as well. It's Cantrip Sunbaked Canyon. Let's start there. Alright. Let's just attack Teferi here with our illusion. They'll block with probably Wall of Omens or Eternal Witness here. That way they don't lose Teferi. They'll use Teferi to bounce the illusion. I've put Zerda into hand because playing Karn straight into the Force of Negation just seems wrong. Wall of Omens and then ephemerates the Wall of Omens so that they do not lose the wall. We do 0 damage here. Now they have Teferi, Wall of Omens, Eternal Witness, and that Skyclave that they just drew. Looking pretty good for our opponent. I think we're a little too far behind. Dumb Teferi. Dumb Teferi. We don't like Teferi. Ephemerates here again. They're going to get to probably ephemerate their Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness brings back either Ephemerate or a Cryptic Command. At this point, I'd bring back the Ephemerate because it's pretty obvious that I can't deal with this Teferi. Ephemerate's back in hand, so now they just ephemerate the Eternal Witness to pick up the Cryptic Command, and then get another Ephemerate trigger on their turn to draw a card. They have at least Force of Negation. They can basically, at instant speed, get Cryptic Command. We're pretty close to just being out of this. I think it might be time to pack up. That's a lot of value. We'll go to Pillage. It's the weaker of all of our cards here. They might not even care about this. Yep. They don't care. They don't care. I'm not seeing us win this one. Unless someone else can see the victory line. The opponent, nice pillage nerd, probably. Path to him. Has it all. Has it all. Ephemerate. Force. 3 unknowns. Teferi. Sticking around. Ephemerate's Eternal Witness to pick up Cryptic Command, probably. I think we're about ready to move on to game number 2. What do we think? Game number 2? Mill them out? How do I do that? I can't lock them behind anything. They've got Cryptic Commands for days that they can reuse and rebuy with this Eternal Witness that I can't really get rid of. Wall of Omens doing Wall of Omens things. Draws them a card. Decides not to get the Ephemerate in the yard. It's because they probably have another one. Teferi's going up here. I think it's to conserve time worth conceding here. Knight of Autumn. They'll make this a 4-2 here, just to speed up this wonderful clock that they have. All right. With that being said, I don't want to reveal the Karn. Let's just have fun and pillage them one more time, and then we'll concede. They're like, sure. Makes 2 blue. Oh. We made a lot of mana. They need to make more blue. They're trying to Cryptic Command here. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be able to mana tithe. All right. For those going, play the Karn. Down tick and get what? And also, they've got a Force. We know this. We know this. That being said, we've got some things for this opponent. Definitely interested in this stuff. I think Oust can actually be taken out here. And we'll take out 1 Cleansing Wildfire. So the idea here is we're going to get Storm Breaths and Lightning Helixes. We're going to remove their creatures instead of bouncing them with the Oust. And then we're just going to try to boom bust our way to victory. Teferi makes for some fun interactive magic. Yeah! Yeah! Alright, leading with Mountain here, following it up with Bolt or Helix, and then we'll get to Pillage. You like your hand, opponent? They're not sure. They're unsure about this opening hand. All right, we're playing Magic. What's nice about the Bolt and the Helix is it could potentially take care of a Teferi. It could. Prismatic Vista. Working our way up. Pillage is next. Don't know if we'll play the Pillage, but could be. Snow-covered plains here. My opponent's fetching basics. I appreciate that. Fearing Blood Moon. We will not bolt a Wall of Omens. That would be silly. I will attempt this Pillage, though. We'll attempt the Pillage. We'll see if they have the Force. How is Zerda? Zerda's been great. Force pitching Icefang Codal keeps my opponent on track here with their lands. Double Island and a Singleton Plains. Passing the turn back. Let's go ahead and play Karn. This should get another counter out of their hand. No counter, huh? We'll go down here and we're going to go get Liquimetal Coating. We will attempt to play Liquimetal Coating and start to eat their lands. Little surprised not to see Remand, Force, Mana Leak, anything. My opponent needs green. Ephemerating here on Wall of Omens to draw 2. Again, can't really do much about what that's doing. Afraid of another blue source here. Breeding Pool is one of those. I'm really tempted to go down with Karn to get like something else in case they try to do the bouncing of our Karn. If I were to do that, I suppose I could pick up like a Pithy Needle and name Teferi. I could also get Golos for the future. This turn feels like it's going to be Cleansing Wildfire and attempted Liquimetal Coating. I don't have Spyglass, but I do have Pithy Needle. I'm just afraid they're gonna bounce Karn. I'd like to get value out of our Karn. All right, I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go get Golos. I'm gonna attempt a Cleansing Wildfire myself. This will be used as a ramp spell. They shock this in. It's almost guaranteed they have like Cryptic Command. So here we can go get Mountain. We draw that Plains. And we find ourselves with also Sacred Foundry. And we play the Plains. And then I think I'm just gonna pass the turn. They're aware of liquid metal coating here. I want to burn their turn here, and if they do something with Cryptic Command, I'll have both Lightning Helix and Bolt available. Like, this is a good opportunity to try to do this. That way they can't kill Karn. I get to Ephemerate Wall of Omens. It's gonna happen. I could burn 2 spells on the Wall of Omens, and then if they have 1 Force of Negation, it blows me out and I lose Karn. I'd rather go after the Ice Fang Codal here and just accept that my opponent's gonna draw some cards here. Not a whole lot I think I can personally do against this at the moment. I just don't want to lose Karn to a randomized Fang Codal. I know I have the second Karn, but getting the second one to land is going to be so much more harder. Yeah, Ephemerate basically blinks their creatures. Because their creatures have ETBs, it's just blink and boom, we get more value. Why did they not Ephemerate Codal? Playing around double bolt. Might have drawn it, you're right. Alright, so I think this is definitely liquid metal coating as our first action here. And then we can follow it up with Chandra. We could also follow it up now with Golos. So I'm pretty happy with some of our options here. Let's start with liquid metal. This should get a counter, I presume. I know my opponent has Path as an option. They allow that to go. Interesting. Let's hit the breeding pool. In this case, I might not play anything else here. A little surprised to see this kind of land. I would expect them to have at least 2 counters here. Even if one was a remand, so I didn't have so much mana afterwards. Opponent's floating green. Blue is an Ice Fang. This Ice Fang doesn't worry me as much as the last one. Kill the creature, or the land. I could try to play just Golos here. It gets around Force of Negation. Might have a Path. If this stays around, though, that gets really interesting the next turn. I have not really reviewed it on stream, but I gave you my ideas in the Twitch chat. Let's go Golos. They know I picked this up, so it's something they're aware of. Let's see. Let's see if they want to counter this in some way. It's nice to see you're going 3-0, though, doing better than we are this evening. It's just a Golos. You just want to path this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I sense this Windswept Heath has to get a green source. If they get Temple Garden, they have the green, the white. Doesn't give them the 3rd blue. It's just Golos. They're like, how bad could this be? Ignore that card I just put into play. Just ignore it. Don't touch it. Temple Garden doesn't have the triple blue here. Just gonna path this. Oh, extra Ice Fang. Oh, they think they're cute. Gonna get rid of my Karn. Little do they know, I'm going to win. Extra force here, so we just have Force of Negation to be worried about. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of Karn. Little do they know I have another one. Time Warp. Time Warp. Okay. Okay. Paths Golos. Golos is now in exile. We can go get Golos again. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, I'm thinking Chandra before Karn because I have the active liquid metal coating. Chandra played. I really want them to tap out here, though, so that the force negation, they'll have to use 2 of them for both of these. That's the idea here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I get another land here, we can even increase Blast Zone to 2. That's bad for liquid metal coating, but it's not bad for their board state. Long pause here. Misty Rainforest, they now have triple blue. So they now have Cryptic plus Force. Tax me for 2 and we go to 18. Our top deck is another land. All right, I don't mind playing the land. Let's go Chandra first. They're not interested in this. Fetching with the Misty Rainforest finds a Prairie Stream. And looking to counter this, counter draw. Does so. We'll follow this up with a Karn, the Great Creator. Do they have a force? Doesn't appear to be, so. Oops. Let's go ahead and get rid of the triple blue that they have. And since they don't appear to have force, I'm really tempted to Helix, but I'm gonna wait. Because my Karn is at 6, and the Helix isn't like game breaking on an Ice Fang Codal there. Okay, Karn, make it work. Do the thing. No counters, though. Got him off Cryptic again. Goes to combat. Attacks for 2 at Karn. Just gotta accept that. The other thing this Helix could be useful for is a Teferi. So we don't need to go anything crazy just yet. Teferi mana. It's Bant in color. Nope, nope, nope. Not interested. Oh. Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness picks up the Force of Negation. All right. We can wait at least till end step here. Oh, they play a Misty Rainforest. Now it's a little awkward. But let's go ahead and hit the Eternal Witness here. See if my opponent wants to react to that. The answer is no. So we know they have force. That's all they've got going on. Let's go ahead and get rid of another island. Or attempt to, at least. Imagine Torp Orb in the sideboard? Yeah. I mean, imagine if I could draw. Actually, I'm not really sure what I would draw here. Once again, the Ice Fang Codals don't do a whole lot. I didn't play the Zerda. I don't really want to expose it to a path here. Misty Rainforest fetches a Hallowed Fountain. We do shock this in. Also don't want to necessarily expose it to just a variety of things. Mystic Gate, Hallowed Fountain. We have all of our blue mana once again. I got to kill that Mystic Gate. 4 mana currently. I think I will put Blast Zone up to 2. Not that I want to fire it off due to the liquid metal coating, but it gives me a switch here on these creatures that could be a problem. Makes blue again. We have Cryptic Mana. Not that I expect Cryptic. Alright, so they're going to return Karn and draw a card here. It's kind of no surprise for the most part. Attacks me for a pair. They have that Force of Negation. That's what they're planning to use here. Go ahead and put this up to 2 in case I ever want to pop it. Storm Breath would be great here. No such thing, although we could take a redraw. I like a redraw here. Redraw is cheap enough. Alright, well, we know that Karn is getting forced here, but that at least makes them discard another card. Was it Teferi? It's not a bad thing to see. Play Zerda down. Zerda gets interesting here because with Blast Zone active, we could make these die. That being said, they Aether Gust. I'm gonna go ahead and bottom Zerda. Zerda's definitely not a winning card in this list. It's just an extra bonus. We have no action, so we'll F6 here. My opponent has 3 cards in hand. We've whittled them down. Scariest thing here, though, is if my opponent gets any of these Ephemerates or something to get going again, we'll end up struggling to beat them. All right, top of the library is a Regular Boundary. Regular Boundary. We'll just pass. Could use a win condition of some sorts. Yeah, we're flooding a little bit. Just a little bit. Double Ice Fang in, we're going to 15 here. One has 3 cards. I'm expecting some counter spells. Our next card probably doesn't land. You can play this down and pass turn. Yeah, we're flooding quite a bit, actually. I forget how many lands this list plays. 25. It's not bad, though. Play to land, we still have 3 cards. Attacking for 2. Not attacking. Okay. Oh, please. Please. No more lands. I don't need more land. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 10 lands left. My opponent attacks me. I don't think I'm going to pop the liquid metal coating just yet. If we get another land, I will. Haha. Pillage. I will pillage you. Get rid of the Mystic Gate because it's helping them fix their mana. Currently gives them Cryptic Mana. See if that matters for them. Counter draw. Remand. I will redo this. Try and hit this Mystic Gate. You cannot Cryptic anymore. You could force me, though. Bam, I got it. I'm a legend. I'm legendary. We took him off Cryptic. I mean, I'll take that. We're gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna at their end step maybe kill these? I don't know. Oh wait. These Helixes are pretty good. Misty Rainforest, my opponent has Cryptic Mana again. Top deck of the library is a Mana Tithe. Well, that's not very good. All right, I think it's time to shoot the Blast Zone off here. Misty Rainforest goes and gets an island. And they attack once more. I'm done, opponent. No more. Boom! Blasted. Everything's gone. Alright, let's play Magic from here. Top of the library is a land. It's a lot of lands. That's a lot of lands. I'm just throwing that out there. That's a lot of lands. Teferi? Uro. Okay. Hi there, Uro. Hi there. Hi there, Uro. Up to 11, my opponent goes. Land. Are they gonna replay it? Replaying it turns it into a 2, maybe a 3 turn clock because I couldn't lightning helix them. They have so many lands, the mana tie is not worth it. Wow. Wow. They're just like, no thanks. Oh, yes. Can I play this first? Absolutely. Absolutely. Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's convert some cards here. They're like, oh, this is the bait card. Remanded. Let's go again. It's the bait card. I can't mana tithe it yet. I'm gonna put it on top. It's a reasonable card to have on top. More draws. Do something funny here for your 2 mana. Come on. All right, they know that's going to be showing up again here. Teferi would be a pain. Teferi makes this mana tithe terrible. Take that. Get mana tithe. Okay. Pays the 1. Teferi goes up to 5. That's where they should send this. Down they go to draw a card. The crazy person that they are. Crazy person. All right, we're going to get Uro back. They're going to draw another card. They're going to be 15. I'm going to go Helix on Teferi, and then I'm going to try the Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll see if we can't draw some effective cards here. Like maybe Boom Bust. All right, Helix here first. Seasoned Pyromancer. Get rid of 2 Arid Maces. Goodbye. Oh, land and mana tithe. Land and mana tithe. We'll just pass the turn hoping they don't have a path here. They can pay for path currently. At least I have another mana tithe, right? And no Teferi on board. I guess I'd have 2 mana ties if I didn't use the first one, just willy-nilly. Eternal Witness gets back to Teferi. Teferi bounce Seasoned Pyromancer, smack him for 6. Gets an Ephemerate. Ephemerate's pretty good too on that Eternal Witness. Skyclave. Skyclave's awful for us because dying Seasoned Pyromancer is so much better than not dying Seasoned Pyromancer. Opponent attacks us for 6 here. What can I draw? Wrath of God? $10 on the board here. Top of the library is a Stone Rain. Stone Rain. All right, it looks like our Bant Ephemerate opponent has got us beat here. Albeit, it was close. Ephemerate's Eternal Witness here to pick up something. Picks up Time Warp. And they've got us for 8-10 damage. Not a whole lot I can do here. Maybe they'll Ephemerate their Skyclave by accident, giving me a blocker. Ephemerate's Eternal Witness once more. This would definitely be a good matchup to have some Rest in Peace in. If we had the Rest in Peace, we could stop some of the Ephemerate Eternal Witness pieces. That being said, they've drawn quite a few cards, 20 or 18 more than us, 17 or 19 more now. Attacks us, plays the land, and we'll just pass. Can't say, did we flood out or not? Unsure, unclear. 0-2 start. 0-2. Not great. We'll keep it going. Keep it going with the Zerta. Trying to boom bust our opponents and getting rid of those lands. We do have an opportunity to do that with plenty of Stone Range Pillages and boom busts. Got those Cleansing Wildfires as well. It's not an all-in boom bust list, but that's why I like it. Is it the best one though? Probably not. That's okay though. It's a Wild Card Wednesday. Someone in YouTube will be like, it's Saturday. You weren't here live. Come hang out live next time. All right. Let's join our next match. Uh-oh. We go second. But we've gone first the first 2 times. Maybe this is our chance. Going second might be the way we win. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. About all I can do is bob my head. We're gonna mulligan this because it's Karn. I have other decks that play Karn much better. Wow, look at this hand. Wow. Wow. Keep. I almost want to get rid of the Blast Zone because I could bolt like a something on turn 1. I have so many lands. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's be insane. Let's be insane. We're gonna boom bust our opponent 30 times in a row. Windswept Heath, great start. Show me the Arbor Elf. Get bolted. Next up, boom bust. Next up, boom bust. Next up, boom bust. Next up, oust. Oust? What? That didn't fit. Yeah, it did. Get back in your lane. Stomping Ground. Ha! Stomping Ground. I guess that's my boom bust target. Flagstone's trigger. Of course. I'm not afraid of Blood Moon necessarily. I have a lot more red in the list. I have Manatize and Ousts and a Wrath, so I'm just gonna get the Sacred Foundry. Straight into that Blood Moon, I don't care. Show me a fetch, show me a cascade, and show me a new Flagstones, and we're gonna go boom again. Wooded Foothills, and my opponent does not immediately crack. Wise. Play our Maze Mine Tome and pass the turn. I don't want to boom bust just a forest here. That's just a little bit too silly as it sets me back, not them. Stomping Ground for our opponent off of this Wooded Foothills, and we're moving to turn 4. Both sitting at 2 lands. They didn't have an extra Arbor Elf. Thank goodness. I like the boom kapow. Now they're gonna pillage me. Here it comes. I'm ready. Well, that's not a pillage. Seasoned Pyromancer. What is this yield until? Oh, it's disabled. I'm like, whoa, what is that? All right, we're gonna scry again here because I do want to hit a land. That's a really good one. That'll work. Let's go again. Boom. I'm sure they got more lands, but we want to make it difficult for them. I will now pick up the plains here. Picking up the plains there just in case. I don't really want to oust this. I might oust an elemental. I'll probably take a natural draw here as well so we can remove our stop. If this is an Arbor Elf, I might put my stop back. Oh, it's a Utopia Sprawl. We love it. Undo this stop. Put the stop back. I want my F6 button to work the best. Should I take the scry? What are we doing now? Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf. Arbor Elf. Now I'll take the scry. Bottom her. We need a land. Well, I hit an oust. Could bounce the Arbor Elf. Bust this. Let's get rid of this Arbor Elf. Let's start there. Man, I kind of hate busting or booming here, but I also kind of like it. Kind of like it too. And then they can't crack this unless they want to lose their Arbor Elf, which they do. They get a basic forest. They have 3 cards here. We are taking a decent 4 per turn. We'll have to talk about this with the Seasoned Pyromancer. We get to undo that a little bit. We'll take natural draw. We whiff here, so we'll take a new draw. And we'll pass the turn because we don't have lands. Who needs lands? I might oust the Seasoned Pyromancer now. Oh, darn. Oh, darn. God of Destiny. The God of Destiny is here. God of Destiny could really wreck us for a little bit here. And it also helps their mana situation, meaning that they can get up to 4 and play something like a Bloodbraid Elf here. If they find themselves up to 4 mana, play Bloodbraid Elf, and hit Pillage and nail a land, we're in trouble. It doesn't appear they're doing that, though. They're attacking us for a solid 4 here and doing damage with the Coithus. Okay, so I have options here. I could take them off of a land. If I did that, don't get to oust. I think it's going to be maybe Seasoned Pyromancer here, taking some draws and seeing if we can get Karn on time. I don't mind a new Seasoned Pyromancer after this. But I do have to find this land so I can Karn and get rid of my graveyard. I don't do it. We should play the green splash version with Destiny again. Possibly. Can I play Chalice on 1 with a Trinisphere on board while still playing 3? Yes, you should be able to. Your X is still 1. You're just having to pay extra. My opponent's getting their 4th mana. You should be able to, yes. They play a new Seasoned Pyromancer. We all have Seasoned Pyromancers. Look at all those Seasoned Pyromancers. You adjust your, it gets kind of weird. Man, I really don't like where we're at. I guess I'm gonna have to make some more blockers here. Land and then just play Seasoned Pyromancer, see if I can hit an oust. I hit a Mana Tithe. Block, block. Block, block. I'm going to 1. I'm going to 1. Dum, 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 dum. Down, 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 down. Yeah, so you have to do a weird adjust thing. You have to adjust the X to 1 and then, dang it. Mana Tithe. I don't care if you see this. You know what's up, opponent. I want to make you worried next time. My opponent's at 22. I didn't do enough. All right, so Celestial Purge is for this matchup for sure. Helixes are okay. Sweltering Suns are probably an okay thing as well. Mana Tithe doesn't feel good in this matchup. They'll have a lot of mana unless I can take care of it. I kind of like everything else. We could probably take the Oust out since I'm bringing in Helixes. We have the Purges, kind of replacing the lesser effective removal spell with something more potent. Not that I can get a Trinisphere and a Chalice out, but yeah, you have to do... It's weird because you have to adjust. You have to read the whole text and then it kind of tells you how everything works. It's not the most intuitive. All right, we'll keep this. I have a Purge and I have a Stone Rain. I'm on the play, so my Stone Rain comes down before their Pillage typically. We'll see though. Wooded Foothills. All right, looks like I'm going to attempt a Stone Rain whenever they fetch with this, which they do. Thank you. Thank you, opponent. Basic Forest here. Follows this up with a Wrenn and 6. Goes up. We'll go ahead and purge away the Wrenn and 6 here. This does give them a land, but I at least get rid of the Wrenn and 6. One of our nemesises. Nemesi. Get rid of Stomping Ground. It shouldn't matter though. My opponent's going to go and get another Stomping Ground. Wooded Foothills, which is what they picked up. Top deck is a Sunbaked Canyon, looking good for us. Karn, the Greatest Creator, showing up. I'm going to go ahead and down tick for Liquimetal Coating here. Even if they can bolt this, I think I'll be okay. I'll let you decide. Wooded Foothills here and a shock in, so Karn's going to eat a bolt. And does so. Goodbye, Karn. It was nice knowing you. Lucky for us, we get to do this again. Karn, number 2. If I hit a land, maybe I like Liquimetal and Zerta? Nah, it's probably just Karn. Leave a bolt then. All right, we have our third land here. We'll see what they want to do to us. Seasoned Pyromancer. Seems fine. Looking for more lands, I'm sure. More lands, is that what you want, opponent? Is that what you need? I thought you were the Ponza deck. Chandra and Lightning Bolt hit the bin here. Let's Stone Rain and plan to bolt here. I'll just do it all and pass turn. A little awkward if they play an Arbor Elf, but I like that F6 button. We'll play suboptimally so I can put my hands down in my pockets. Dance around. Blood Moon? That's fine. I don't care about Blood Moon. I don't care about Blood Moon. Karn uptick here. And pass the turn. They know what's coming up next. It's going to be a Liquimetal Coating. What makes me want to stand up tonight? My back hurts. I did something to my back. And so in order to be happy, I stood. These are going at Karn, putting Karn to 4. Still in double bolt range. Would love a land. We do hit a land. Liquimetal. We're going to shut off some red here. Shutting off red because the Chandra is a bit of an annoyance. I could shut off green here, but we're not going to have to worry about probably the forest too much. With the Sweltering Suns here, it's going to clear some nice stuff. If they have to double bolt into this Karn, we've got it covered. Double bolting would also use 2 of the 3 cards that they have, and I think we could win from there. Anyway, that's why I'm standing. My back is screwed up. Goodbye, board state. Goodbye. Let's all wave. Bolts Karn. Karn's down to 2. extra land here. Blood Braid Elf spins the wheel, finds themselves in a braid, which is perfect because they can abrade liquid metal coating and hit Karn. That was pretty perfect for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chandra wasn't a bad draw for us though. Kill Blood Braid, pass turn. What's that last card you have, opponent? 2 mana, 3 mana. The God of Destiny has arrived. The God of Destiny has arrived. I do have a relic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go up. Pillage would be nice to use here. I'm gonna say no though. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna play Karn. Down tick. I'm gonna go get this relic, play relic out, and probably utilize relic unless they use it on like, I don't know, a creature? I don't know really. I don't know if I wait on this relic or not. We'll see. You cast a Kaya's Guile with Entwine for the first time today. The value is extreme, isn't it, MRT? A land. No. Denied. I can now go get my liquid metal coating, by the way. And we have Boom Bust. No. Blood Braid. No. Bone Crusher. They can stomp Chandra and attack Karn. How perfect was that? How absolutely mind-bogglingly perfect was that? All right, so we could do Chandra. We can bust. If I bust here, it's a shame because I lose all my lands. Chandra down tick here. They have Bone Crusher Giant that comes down next. It's probably what I just have to do. Hope to find something to get in the way of the Bone Crusher Giant. Opponent gets to hit us for 2 and go back up to 13. We'll go down to 14. Kaya's Guile is one of the best cards out there. A third Blood Braid Elf, which means they get to kill Chandra. They do find a Bone Crusher Giant again. My opponent attacks us for 3, and now they have double Bone Crusher Giants. I can go get white if I wanted it. Can draw. If I bust here, my opponent's got a very quick clock, not to mention God of Destiny is doing its thing. Our opponent's a Cascade Master. They are, aren't they? Set our land here to draw and set ourselves up with a white source. I don't know, I'll just hit their source now. There's lands in the yard. God of Destiny is good. Just cantripping a few times here. All right, that'll work. Seasoned Pyromancer's not the worst. We're going to take 5 here. God of Destiny is a win condition for our opponent, which we cannot really deal with unless I find another Purge. We do have one hidden somewhere in the 38. Takes a Cleansing Wildfire, puts me to 9. This puts me to 6. Plays a land and plays Bone Crusher Giant. If you have another Blood Braid. Glorybringer. God of Destiny coming in hot. If we would have boom busted, we would have drawn land. 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 They would have attacked me for 5 each turn and would have been able to ramp out a little bit because all the lands would have been in there too. It probably wouldn't have won us anything, but there you go. Cascade Master couldn't handle it. Not to mention how many times they found themselves a Bone Crusher Giant which helped them get rid of 2 planeswalkers by being able to stomp one and attack with the other. Oh, it wasn't Bloodbraid. You're right, Grays. It was worse. It was the end of our chance at a 3-2 win. We're 0-3. By the way, if we go 0-5, I'm going to have back-to-back dumpster fires put up on YouTube. And I'll probably quit Magic for the rest of 2020. Let's go, match 4. I think it's because we're standing. I think it is. Look, we're against King Louis. Zerda has been declared. Opening hand is decent. We'll go ahead and keep. We'll lead with Arid Mesa holding Bolt and pass turn. Now I'm trying to remember if I said quit streaming or quit Magic. The way you're saying that makes me think I said quit streaming, but I thought I said quit Magic. Exactly. Grace, where'd your tennis ball go? Your tennis ball literally disappeared for a second. Look at this. Screenshot. Look at this. Tennis ball. Check. Check. I drew a card. Check. Check. And no tennis ball. Strange. My opponent went through their first turn. What? You could stream yourself eating in bed? Oh gosh, it's Tron. We're set up for victory. Now I just need my second red. Oh no! Give me the red. I've got the pillages. I can stop this person. It's our best matchup. If we can't win this tonight, we weren't meant to be. And what Magic's trying to tell me is I should have been laying down, smashing my head into that pillow behind me. Green mana has been made by Chromatic Sphere. Good choice from our Tron player. Ancient Stirrings, we're going to F6 here. I'm not bolting anything. I am hoping for that flooded. Red source, right here. Red source, right here. Red source. Expedition map has been found. Interesting choice here. Urza's Tower plays the map. Red source. Oh my gosh. It's a delayed red source. It's delayed because it comes into play tapped. I'm done for. All right, opponent. Do you have Tron or are you only going to get 2 mana here? It hurts. They even F6 through their first turn. It hurts. Have a Chandra. The absolute irony here is that I can blow up a land. But what's that gonna do? They have Karn. Great Liberator. The one, the only. I've given them Chandra. I suppose I could just give them another Chandra. That'd be hilarious. Probability of us beating this, minimized. Why? Because I don't have my Karn yet. They exile my permanent. They're gathering lands. That jerk. That jerk. Uses Expedition map, goes to get a new mine, probably. Probably. We'll blow up this mine, by the way. 2 mana. Floats 2. Plays a relic. Pop relic. Karn will ult. No. No, it won't. No, it won't. This is cool. Chandra. Uptick. Boom. Now they'll be like, whoa, Chandra, I want that one. Down tick 4, bam, bolted. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's down tick 3. It's not down tick 4. Fluffy doesn't understand Magic Karn. It's at 4. I can't kill it. How? I need a liquid metal coating off the top. 7 minus 3 equals 4. Basic forest has been found here. What else? Ancient stirring. This is miserable. Urza's mine again. I guess I'll go after the power plant or the tower here. I don't think the Maze Mine Tome can get me out of this. It's just my guess. But we'll give it a shot here. I'll get rid of the bolt. Maybe I can draw some things with the Maze Mine Tome. It's amazing. We're on turn 6 here. Sylvan Scrying. My opponent can now get the tower that I just blew up. Plays the tower. They have the mine in hand. They have the map. So what I'm really getting from this is my opponent just had every way to find a land and Karn. That's what happened here. Seasoned Pyromancer. This draws me to Temple. Scry. Bottom. Alright, I have some creatures that could attack Karn. However, they now have 8 mana. If they show me Ugin, I think I'm done. That's true. And they had Natural Tron. That's true. Natural Tron was there as well. My opponent had Natural Tron. They've had Sylvan Scrying. They've had, what, 1, 2 maps or something like that? 2 maps. 2 Ancient Strains and a Sylvan. Oh, and now it's Wormcoil. Oh, ridiculous. We drew a bolt. I really don't want to put Zerda in the hand. Just saying. I think they should uptick one more time and restart the game. That would be nice. Forest. My opponent hasn't even popped this map yet. Opponent attacks me for 6. Not going to block. I gotta attack Karn here. Upticks. We're gonna bolt Karn. Puts Karn to 13, making it so it can't restart the game just yet. Did you draw? I guess you drew Wormcoil. Oh my gosh. Nice Maze Mine Tome. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. They skipped their first turn, so not technically Natural Tron. I say it's Natural Tron. Oh gosh. It's another Wormcoil. Up they go. They should use... Oh my gosh. They got rid of their own Karn. The greatest of creators. They're going to attack me for 6 here. I'm going to give my opponent the opportunity. Going to give them the opportunity to restart the game here. I'm excited for this. Maze Mine Tome again. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's go ahead and pillage away the Urza's Mine. Alright, opponent. This is your opportunity. Restart the game. Restart it so you can get that sweet screenshot. No, concede. You don't get to kill me. All right. What are we gonna do here? I mean, we should have a good game against them. I kind of want to bring in these because they haven't got much attention and love. Let's take a Wrath of God out and one Storm Breath Dragon in as a finisher. Actually, keep the Wrath in. Let's get rid of 2 Ousts here and bring in 2 Storm Breaths. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's fly over for victory. We got to get a W here somewhere, and this is the matchup. It's got to be the matchup. It's Tron, after all. We should be able to beat Tron. Let's play first. Zerta. Keep. I got baited by the Mana Tide. This is a bad hand. Don't ever keep these hands, ladies and gentlemen. I got baited. Lightning Bolt's no good. Mana Tide isn't going to do anything, right? It's not going to get this Expedition map. Never. Never, ever, ever. Turn 1 into draw all the land destruction. Truth. 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 I'm going to be super greedy here. Super ultra greedy. And I am going to wait for them to do that Ancient Strain or Sylvan Scrying right here. All the greed's going to pay off right here. Ready? Here we go. Sylvan Scry me. Sylvan Scry me. What are you doing? You played a star. That's unbelievable. I just got. I got. My greed. It didn't pay off. Show me the Sylvan Scrying. No extra land. Come on. Where's my payoff? Where's my payoff for being patient, not greedy? Why are you hesitating? Oh, just an extra tower, ladies and gentlemen. It's awful. We're dying. I'm gonna draw with Maze Mind Tome here. That way I can leave Mana Tithe open. My opponent's gonna slam the mine here and I'm just gonna get ended. Oh, rewarded. Rewarded. We were rewarded. We did it. All the patience in the world paid off there. All the patience in the world. Let's play a Chandra down. Let's go ahead and get this Seasoned Pyromancer down here as well. Get rid of 2 lands. Find the land destruction. Let's begin the war. Let's begin the war. No, don't Sylvan Scrying. That's 8 mana. You show me Ugin, opponent, and I'm calling you a cheater. You show me Ugin right here and you cheater. Cheater. Big cheat. All right, well, we can fight this. We're gonna fight it, ladies and gentlemen. We got this. We bolt it. Get out of here, Ugin. Get lost. We Stone Rain the mine. We draw with the tome. All right. They played the Karn. They played the Ugin. You have another. You have another. If you have another Ugin. If you have another Ugin opponent, we're getting this up to 8. Mine's played. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's just Karn. It's just Karn. It's just Karn. One, 2, 3. Seasoned Pyromancer. We have the Tome. Float. I need like a Karn the Great Creator here, I suppose. There's a bolt. Let's see what else we draw here. Whole lot of nothing. All right, opponent, you have plenty of mana. We were looking for a Cleansing Wildfire, by the way. Plenty of mana here. Plays a land. What else are you going to do with this Karn? Oh, we're going to play something else here. Hold on. Wormcoil. We can beat that. We can beat Wormcoil. All right, Flagstones, goodbye. They have lands. Okay. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. 50% here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, and 1. So I can take a draw here. Let's see what else we hit. Ah, hit a boom bust. All right, let's go ahead and boom bust here. And let's go ahead and bolt this to keep this in check. And let's go ahead and pass the turn here. They'll attack probably with Wormcoil. They might go up here again. Stormbreath's gonna try to keep this in check. I can hit them for 4, 5, 6. That takes us down to 9. Really need that Karn. That Karn Pithing Needle is what I'm gonna need. There's a tome. All right, Stormbreath has to come down here. We attack. Karn the Liberated. Need to make sure they don't have too much here. We play our Maze Mind Tome out and pass the turn. They're gonna go ahead and kill Stormbreath, I think. We'll see. We will see. Goodbye, Stormbreath. We appreciate that. 1, 2, 3. Wrath of Gods, not very good. All right, you know the drill. You know what we're doing. We're taking Blast Zone the distance, I think. Then they'll down tick on it, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, they drew Tron again. They drew Tron again. What is this? Well, this is looking good. Excuse the uptick, basically. Could have Maze Mind Tome in response, but I think I want to put this up. And kind of make them interested in killing this. Yeah, we go from Cascade Master to Tron Assembler Master. I can shoot him again. If I shoot him again here, I can then uptick this 1, 2 times, putting this to 6. Doesn't mean this is 7. I'm gonna pass the turn. I think I can't beat the Karn, but I think I can beat the Wormcoils. Don't ask me how. We'll see what this Karn does. If the Karn goes up again, then the Blast Zone can at least kill Karn Liberated before we get to restart the game. That being said, I'm gonna take 12 from Wormcoils, it looks like. Taking 6 from Wormcoils. All right, I'll take 6. We're gonna down tick with Karn. Down tick with Karn, I draw with Maze Mind Tome. They go up. Goodbye, Boom Bust. That great feeling when you're going to use a Blast Zone on a Karn Liberated. Right? That's a great feeling, right? Oh, we got a Pillage too. Got a Pillage. 1, 2, 3. Pillage the Mine? Do I want to do that? Do I need to pillage one of these? It doesn't really do that much, does it? All right, we're gonna blow up their land. I want to see them get Tron again. This is just a matter of destiny here. And we're just gonna blow this up now. I don't want to wait till their draw step. So what? Goodbye, Karn. Let's scry as well. Cleansing Wildfire looks like fine. It's gonna get rid of that obvious Tron land they have on top of the library. Show me the mine. I can't handle this anymore. I can't handle it. I can't handle it. And I come back in this card. Can I just point something out here briefly? Let's go ahead and do this. Mine. That's the fourth mine. Of all the lands to destroy, that was the one because they only had one left in the deck. What did they do? Top deck. Oh no, they didn't top deck that? Fine, they top deck Karn. What? Didn't top deck Karn? Top deck Relic? Doesn't freaking matter. Small victory. We take them off Tron. Guess what? They can't get Tron anymore. Ha! Gotcha, Tron opponent. Guess what? I'm so bitter. Die, power plant. Get out of here. Get wrecked. What's next? That doesn't do anything for me. Scry. Badland. Draw. And concede. Alright. Tron was good assembly of Tron. Game 1 was a little sketchy, but this game 2, that's all we needed, like years ago. Let's play our final match. Now, let me be very clear here. Let me be very clear. I do not like going 0-5, especially like we have right now. If you're still with us, give me your energy. I think we're not winning because 1, we've changed our position or standing up. 2, I haven't seen enough emotes in the chat. Let's fix that right now. Half of this is on me. I'm standing. Counteract this. Support me. Put those emotes. Any emotes you have. We need to see at least a dozen emotes before this match is decided. As in, found. As in, I'm attacking my opponent. Hydrating's good too. J-Turn's got this. You planning on throwing the last match if I want to? No, there's a certain dignity of pride that has to be accomplished here. The 1-4 win's coming. Yes. Whoa. I feel the power. We'll hydrate twice. My opponent can wait. We always accept within the first 10 seconds. They're gonna wait. All right, opponent. Make you wait the full 30 seconds here. That's right. There you go. All right. Let's win this one. I feel energized. I felt the power of chat flowing through my veins. That's right. We have turn 2 Boom Bust. We have the Cleansing Wildfire. I'm ready, opponent. I'm ready. Go ahead, turn 1 me. I dare you to. Oops all spells. Turn 1. Do it. That'll be just the that'll just end the evening. What is this creature? 2020 selfie? It's like a snowman. Alright, Hallowed Fountain. Looks like we have a control match here. I'm ready for some control. I'm ready for some control. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Beanball with full octopus. All right, Glacial Fortress and Hallowed Fountain here. We have a wall. Oh my gosh, is it this Ephemerate list again? Oh boy. Time for redemption. Time for redemption. Sacred Foundry for us. This one's going to be tough, but we have those Stormbreath Dragons. We are ready and we have metagamed. We got this. Be positive. Be positive. Let's blow up a land. Boom. Get busted. Get busted. Get out of here. My opponent was F6 so fast. Their land hit them on their way out the door. Get smacked. Spreading Seas giving me some blue mana. I'm Jeskai now. It's good to be Jeskai. Cleansing Wildfire, leaving ourselves a Flagstones open. Drawing an extra card. We didn't play the Mountain here because I have the Chandra. Ooh, boom bust. Ooh, boom bust. Get busted, opponent. What's next? Spreading Seas number 2? I don't think so. I don't think so, opponent. You think you can make me a blue mage? Stay in your lane. Get tithed. You can concede. I would respect a shame scoop there. Alright, so Chandra uptick, boom bust, Flagstone's blue mana. Sounds like a plan. Oh my gosh, did they have a force now? Now you don't F6? Now? Thank you. If they didn't counter that, they don't have the counter for this. Get out of there, blue mana. Goodbye. Goodbye. Game 1 done. We know my opponent is a Wall of Omens spreading. And that, everyone, is how you claim that win in the league that was all against you. That's how you do it. Completely smash your opponent into the ground, 3 levels deep. Tithe them, boom bust them, and take them to the graveyard. Here's the list. This is what we were playing this evening. Red, White, Lockout, Sporting, Zerda, Dawn Waker, the Elemental Fox, the Trixie Fox here in Modern, reducing our pieces, our activated abilities. By the way, that last match, you all energized me so much with all of those emotes that we sent our opponent, we sent them to the Exile Realm. That's right, we just completely obliterated them. 1-4, there you go. List is sweet. I like playing this list. I think personally, just gonna throw that out there, but I think getting what, double, triple cascaded into with Stomps and Bone Crusher Giants is what they were hitting to kill both of our Planeswalkers was a little bit absurd, if I'm really honest. I think that our Tron player being able to assemble Tron, even though I destroyed all the Tron lands all the time, with all of that they did, where this matchup should be relatively, not a breeze, but a good and favored one, I think we deserve that 1-4 at the end. We got there. There might be a bug on MTGO. I pay 3 mana to play Chalice, go to adjust value to X. We'll talk about that in a sec. Red, White, Lockout, though, here in Modern. We'll have to run this back another time. I know we can do better. Stormbreath would have been great in the couple matches where we had it. Didn't do so well in the Tron matchup, although it was decent to have over the flying, and it works with Zerda. Something to experiment with. That's it, though. Lockout.